Muito bem, olá meus amiguinhos, minhas amiguinhas, está começando mais um pop-up pra gente falar de cinema e falar sobre um filme que já está em cartaz nos cinemas de todo o Brasil, Rei Arthur, a Lenda da Espada. Eu tô aqui ao lado de Charlie Hunnam. Thank you very much, congratulations about the movie. First of all, working with Guy, how was it? Because I think he has a particular way to tell a story, to editing the movie really fast cuts and comic, certain movements of comedy. How do you think about the Guy's work?
The first thing that he had said to me, and the thing that he, really was the central direction all the way through the film, is that he just wanted everyone to have fun, and felt like if we were having fun and we were trying to make each other laugh, that hopefully the audience would have fun and would make them laugh.
You felt it, didn't you? The power.
It was Vortigern who murdered your father. But what you didn't account for is what you can do with this sword.
You never really know as an actor the way the material is going to be handled, because so much of the film gets reinvented and evolves in the editing room. So we spent we spent a lot of time shooting. We shot a lot of material, and then you have this period where maybe 8 months, a year, where you go off and do other things, and then get returned to the director, and he shows you what he's made with all of that material. And it was exciting because Guy has such a specific style in the editing room. So it's very different actually from the film that I thought we had shot. But it was exciting. It was a happy surprise. I think he did a nice job.
And how was it on set? I guess he's a really improvising guy.
Yeah, I mean, it creates a challenge. A lot of times directors, particularly on a film of this scale, feel the weight of the responsibility of the amount of money being spent, and they'll mitigate the anxiety that comes with that by doing an enormous amount of preparation and having an exact game plan, so everybody knows when they show up on set exactly what's going to be done that day. Guy's really the opposite. His real ability as a director is to think in real time and to evolve and to improvise.
I know your story. What kind of a man would you become had you inherited your father's kingdom instead of being raised in a brothel?
So it became clear from the day one that the script itself was just a blueprint, and that it was going to require an enormous amount of work every day, and he was going to rely on all of his actors to improvise as much as possible, which was exciting, but also it's a challenge to every take keep coming up with new material and reinventing what the tone and dynamic with the between the different characters. So I certainly slept well at night. I was pretty tired by the end of each day.
Talking about challenges, you had to gain a lot of weight to assume this character, and it's a character that's really present on your culture, the UK and everything. How was it assuming this character and these challenges?
I mean, it's an ancient story for sure, and it's a story that everybody I think in Europe is kind of aware of, but people don't really know it that well. So I mean, I didn't feel any great responsibility, to be honest. It doesn't. It's the same story that we've been telling in many different forms from the beginning of storytelling.
When people fear you, it is the most intoxicating sensation a man can possess.
You're starting to mean something. You're no longer a myth.
It's exactly the same story as Moses. It's exactly the same story as Luke Skywalker. It's exactly the same story as Beowulf. Like, if you distill it down to the essence of what the narrative is and what the narrative is exploring, it's one of 3 stories that we tell over and over and over again. And so once you understand that from a storytelling perspective, you're really liberated of any sense of grand responsibility. And then for us, the challenge was just how to make this feel fresh and new, and basically dress it up in a new suit of clothing. And that was more sort of fun and exciting than like a challenge per se.
Charlie, thank you very much. Congratulations about the movie.